I want to cover this real quick. Friend of the show, my favorite right-wing comedian, Stavros Halkias, the Greek god himself, is getting props from the Daily Caller because he did a bit on Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
Your hilarious little mayor's got to go away. That sucks. Just visually one of the funniest people of all time. Really awesome. You'd think somebody that looks like that would have to be competent. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see someone like that, you're like, well, obviously she must be the best politician and mayor of all time. You gotta be, like, technically a savant to reach...
It's true.
To reach this high a level. Surely you can't be just a horrendous mayor and look that funny as well. I'm sad, you're hilarious little...
So he's like ripping on Lori Lightfoot, the now former mayor of Chicago. But there's of course a second part of this bit that they left out because they were trying to cut propaganda to make it seem like he was like a right-wing comedian, I guess. Pretty funny. We'll show you the full bit in a second, but thanks for tweeting the first out of my pro Brandon Johnson bit, guys. Next time, make sure to keep the part in where I say not to vote for Vallis. Also, do me another favor and leave trans people alone, you cocksucking ghouls. Pretty funny though that like they would go and do this like little clip chimping, thinking that people are going to not notice what the fuck was going on. Never seen this guy before. Thanks for the recommendation. I'm a new fan. Anyway, let's see where, okay.
Mayor, look that funny piece of ass, I'll be honest. I have a sexy doctor, right? My doctor, like on paper, you have, like, okay, for example, I have a sexy doctor, right? My doctor's he's a piece of ass, I'll be honest. And I go to the doctor and I was like, hey, I'm not feeling great. I'm like, can I just do like a physical? He's like, yeah, great. And so I'm like, all right, can you give me the results? He's like, no problem, I'll call you. It's like, all right, that's kind of weird, you're gonna call me? So he calls me and he's like, you're all good. And I'm like, what? What do you mean I'm all good? Can I see like a printout? He's like, nah, you're all set, no worries. You're no problem. So I'm like, come on, something's up. You know what I mean? But that's the thing, he's sexy, right? A sexy person doesn't have to be good, right? They get by, right? Like, I want a fucked up look. Like, if you had to pick a doctor, you would want someone who is, honestly, you would pick somebody that has gone through adversity, right? You would pick a little bug-eyed black lesbian, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would pick someone who society treats bad. Because you think if she can...
You know they had to work to get to that level. He's right. He's so right about this. Bring it home.
Get through med school, she must be the best doctor of all time. And that's what I would think in terms of politics as well, right? And then shout out to Lori Lightfoot, just like, nah, you can be like ugly and fucking bad at your job and succeed. So in many ways, I'm sad to see her go as like a scion for the stupidest and ugliest in society. Yeah. You got a Greek guy running for me? He seems like the one not to vote for, from what? I've been here for like a couple days, and I'm like, nah, I don't trust that Greek. That guy's, there's no way a Greek business, I don't know, like, just off of what I know about Greek businessmen, you don't want that guy running your city. He's gonna use the fucking city funds to add like an addition to his house. He's gonna take like special ed funds and build a pool. You know what I mean? You don't want a Greek businessman being your mayor. You know what I'm saying? No 15-year-old hostess is safe.
Both me and Stavros have now gone out and talked against our kin. Okay, running for office, but I fucking shit on Dr. Oz a lot. He's shitting on Vallis. I mean, this is
a Greek businessman. That's a city. You let a fucking old Greek guy run your town. He is sexually harassing everyone.
Anyway, wonder why they didn't put that part in there. But I guess they were like, it's too. I guess conservatives thought he's conservative because he's raunchy, when in reality he's just a dirtbag left guy. Yeah, I think about that a lot. Like, I was thinking about that this morning in the shower, and it's just like, it's so powerless. So I don't even know why the fuck people still keep doing it. I guess because it like works. You know what I mean? It still works. You can still get like some level of prominence if you do like call out posts and shit. But like no one really gives a fuck. Like nobody's going anywhere. The call out posts are not working. You know what I mean? It's just like every week you could just be yelling about another left-wing person who is like, I don't know, doing misogynoir or whatever the fuck. But it's like, it's just 90% of the time it's like you didn't understand the joke, or you didn't care to understand it, or even sometimes you understood it and you were like, well, this will be beneficial for me if I just mention that. It's not even just like misogynoir. It could be like something that, other people have deemed transphobia. People do like fucking call out posts of me about how transphobic I am because they still keep bringing up the fucking my correct take on Hogwarts and how decentralized boycott movements don't fucking work. And it's just like, dude, no one cares, man. No one cares. Like, please. It's just so stupid. Anyway. Hasan's out here having deep political shower thoughts. My shower thoughts were about why giraffes have their patterns. One of us is showering wrong. Yeah. Probably the last Gaga thing, too. What do you mean? You're not even that much of a dirtbag? Yeah, I know. Like, that's what makes it even funnier. When people are just like, bro, I can't believe you did this again. I can't believe you're just being fucking, bigoted again. It's like, yeah, I'm a bigot. You're on the Wikipedia text page for Dirtbag Left. Beyond Chapo, media outlets that have been alternatively linked are described as the Dirtbag Left, includes podcast Street Fight Radio, which is the OG of this. True and On, Red Scare, Cometown, of the publications The Baffler, Current Affairs, and internet streamers Hasan Piker and Vosh. These outlets are noted as presenting comedy as applied to an ideological reading of the news of the day with a particular focus on political feeling or style. Dirtbag Left has been described as an anti-fascist, anti-conservative, anti-centrist, anti-liberal ideology. It has been linked to a variety of political stances, including anti-political correctness, anti-inequality, a disregard for civility, opposition to the wealthy, and support for redistributive economic policies, and support for both the 2016 and 2020 presidential campaigns of Bernie Sanders. The Iraq War and 2008 financial crisis have been cited as particular radicalizing events for the Dirtbag Left. Rhetorically, the Dirtbag Left is noted as a vulgar, body offensive balance to cautious mainstream liberal politics with a dismissive attitude towards the niceties of liberal political correctness that frequently directs insults and attacks through social media at specific public figures with political or economic power. Times London cited the rise of the rhetorical style as evidence of the limitations of wokeness as a political force and an example of the changing nature of politics on the internet. Yeah, wokeness is not a real political force. It's nothing. It's just aesthetics. It's just lib shit. It's another distraction. The idea that like, yeah, we are going to galvanize and we're going to get together and we're going to yell about, I don't know, fucking Mandalorian or the Star Wars franchise not having enough Lizzo in it is basically doing the same thing that the dumbass right-wingers are doing, but from the other fucking side, when they're like, oh no, the Star Wars franchise has too much Lizzo in it. Two sides of the same dumbass coin. It's like battle lines drawn on a issue that's totally made up, that has no real, but it just has no real impact on anyone's lives. It comes from a place of powerlessness. Okay, Lizzo cannot act. I have no opinion on this, by the way. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I literally don't care. And neither should you. Please stop. It's so weird. Look no farther than the Budweiser controversy and then compare that to the people boycotting the Hogwarts game. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. Both were feckless. Both were stupid. Both went nowhere and are going nowhere. The right still has like more of a movement, so they could possibly move the needle, but it usually doesn't lead to anything tangible. Okay. But they are ultimately, the right as an institution has significantly more media power than, you know, trans people on Twitter do, obviously. It's honestly more about how uncomfortable it is to see Hogwarts content. The author actively supports transgenocide. It's like some popular Reddit actively supported Jewish genocide suddenly made more content. You're wondering how people can enjoy that without being disgusted. Because they don't think about it. And I try to describe it so many times, but like, that's it. No one thinks about it like that. And no one will think about it like that, no matter how much you try to like drive home that fucking narrative. And it's the same as like people who are going to go back to drinking Budweiser. They're like anti-trans and they're thinking in their minds like, oh yeah, we got to fucking stop. We got to stop drinking Budweiser. Like, please. Oh my God. But like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can boycott the top of the hour ad break all you want, but it still comes, okay? And inevitably, you'll come back as long as the content is flowing. But a way to basically boycott without boycotting, but avoid seeing the top of the hour ad break, is by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. Your boy Khaled, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, allowing 5 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. You can also, yes, get gifted a sub and avoid the top of the hour ad break that way. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. The Gravy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Kyle Marks and Blue Slide Park, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. Sakura Gore, thank you for the 25 gifted subs. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. This Cardi B post is going to fucking pop off again on Twitter. Anonymous, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Okay, so I am happy that conservatives are using and expending all of their like limited, already incredibly limited political capital on doing idiotic, feckless boycott movements. Go ahead. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, Kings. I love that. Please. Please keep doing that. I'm such a fan. Okay. It's great. I think it was Matt Chrisman who had a really great take on this in the latest Chapo episode, where he basically talked about, he's a dirtbag leftist, going back to this. He talked about this where he said like a lot of conservatives, especially during the Trump era, mistook the institutional powers that offered them any kind of legitimacy in policy making for genuine popularity. And now they have no way of comprehending the reality that, like, no, the only reason why you got anything that you wanted was because Republicans cheat. You know what I mean? They cheat. That's it. The only reason why Trump won is because of the inequality built into the system in the form of the Electoral College. The only reason why you get any kind of policy done, any kind of policy goals that like the Republicans have force-fed you, is because Supreme Court is now court stacked to the fucking gills. That's it. That doesn't mean you're popular. You've never been popular. Your policies have never been popular. No matter how aggressively you fucking keep promoting it, you come across like a fucking freak weirdo loser. Okay? The system is just designed in a way to be unfair and to yield positive results for the most reactionary forces in this country. And Republicans take advantage of that. But that doesn't fucking mean that, like, you're actually popular. So now they're just like in this weird holding pattern where they just, one, don't know why they won, and two, don't know why they're losing. They just don't understand. So they just keep going back to the same rage cycle over and over again, thinking, well, that's how we won, right? Last time we did the thing. We said, like, trans people were running society. That's what happened, right? It's perfect. That's why they're just like in this holding pattern where they're recycling the same fucking outrage over some of the most idiotic concepts. Like, oh my God, Bud Light decided to, like, literally do a marketing campaign with a trans woman. Oh fuck. Oh hell no. You can't do that. M&Ms are no longer fuckable. I'm mad. Like, everything is being taken away from us. And it's like, they don't realize that this is just marketing. Okay?
Okay.
It's just so fucking stupid. It's so incredibly dumb.